What's up, you guys? Alright, we are still in Avondale, Arizona right now at the Pilot Travel Center. It's the 4th of August. Current time is 12:10 in the afternoon. Let's see if I got a hot shot driver over on this. Yeah, we should be fine there. Yeah, we're good. That's one thing that's really nice about having this side camera with monitor setup that I have, because it's because I can actually sit there and watch my blind side through the monitor there.
Now turn left and then turn right.
Oh, I don't want to hear your ass. Okay, I want to turn this way ideally, but it's a bit of a tight turn here. And that is close. Let me see if I can counter steer just a little bit here. We're good. Like a glove. I bet some of you guys are, oh man, he's not going to make that. There's no way he's going to make that turn there. Guess again. Alright, so we are on our way to pick up our reload. We're going to be picking up our load at Sanderson Dairy, Sanderson Farms Dairy, whatever you want to call it. Or not Sanderson Farms, Shamrock. The last load was Sanderson Farms. This load is Shamrock Farms. Alright, so I was a bit late getting my reefer unit turned on. I meant to turn it on before I went to run inside and go eat lunch and all that. But nonetheless, it's on and cooling to plus 34 at the moment. Or actually, I have it set at plus 30. It was 100. It was internal temp was at 104 when I. Uh-oh, shit. Fuck. That's not good. I don't like to gridlock the intersection either, but not much I can do here. I might take surface streets down anyway, so make sure I'm clear of that guy's nose. I don't want to sit there and block the intersection if I don't need to be. And there is a traffic delay on eastbound 10 anyway, so I might be better off just taking McDowell Street down. Yeah, I can parallel the freeway. It's going to be a little bit longer trip going that way, but I can do it. Alright, I don't know. Unless I get lucky and make it over here. I don't know. Yeah, I might just, I don't know. Probably could have signaled and gotten in, but that traffic delay that I see on eastbound 10 makes me wonder if I want to deal with that anyway. I think I'd rather just come straight down the road and take McDowell Street down. Yeah, or even worst case, I can always just take it down to the next street and then get right back on I-10. See what my onboard navigation unit here on my tablet, you know, I've actually been kind of using it because it's been great about at least giving me miles, like a approximate distance and ETA to my customers, you know, and then I just have to add in the 10-hour breaks that I need to figure it all out. And there have been a couple occasions where it gave route suggestions that I would not have thought to use that were, I'll just say, interesting. The first one was on my way to Temple, heading eastbound. on US 190 going through Brady, Texas. Now, I normally, when I go into Temple, when I'm taking that route, I'll normally take, there's basically a city circle thing there, city square thing. Gotta watch for this guy here. Yeah, city square over there that you have to basically circle around to stay on US 190 / I think that's 385 or whatever that highway is, or no, 187. I don't remember what that US highway is. Well, it's 190. It runs concurrently with 190, and yeah, and that's the way I normally would go. Yeah, you would end up, I don't know, maybe a couple miles north of town on that concurrency, and then they split back off, and that's the way I would normally go. Well, this thing decided, oh, you should try going this way instead. When you get to the city circle, it suggested making a right turn. And when you get up to the northeast end of the city circle, go east on some other street there, and then it cuts across and more directly up to the part of 190 that's already split. And I'm thinking, do I really want to go that way? But I'm thinking, well, if it's on here, it must be there for a reason. It must be a good enough truck. It must be a truck route if this thing is suggesting it, or at least I would think it is. But I don't know. I'm not used to using GPS. You guys see how I navigate? There it is, right there on my map. That's how I do my navigation. I just scout in advance what turns I need to make, usually, and figure out what where the entrance is at and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get on, turn on 91st, and we'll get on the 10. So I'm not burning so much time trying to get over there. But anyway, yeah, I end up going that way through Brady, and then it turns out there's a truck route sign right there where I needed to make that right turn on the northeast end of that city circle thing, whatever, city square thing, whatever you want to call that. I don't know whether those small towns call those things. City square, I guess. I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm not from a small town. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, yeah, right there when I was going to make the right turn, there was a sign there, a truck route sign right there telling me I could go either direction. So I'm like, oh, perfect. So I followed that road down, and sure enough, it was a good truck route. Then on the way over this direction from Waco, you guys saw that I scaled my load over at that Road Ranger on the north side of Waco. From there, I basically got on to US 84 and took it across over to Goldthwaite. Why even stop for the intersection here if your entire vehicle's past the limit line? Just go through the intersection. You're already past it anyway. You're completely into the intersection at that rate. Okay, so yeah, I got to Goldthwaite, ended up getting fuel there. I was actually going to try to make it to Brady again and get my fuel up in Brady instead, but I had doubts that I had enough fuel remaining to make it there. Yeah, because I'm in what you call a Hirschbach Spec truck. And Hirschbach Spec trucks do not have as large fuel tanks as the JCT Spec trucks have. JCT Spec trucks have two 100-gallon tanks on them, one 100-gallon tank on each side. The Hirschbach Spec trucks, like mine, has a 90 on the left and an 80 on the right. So I have 30 gallons less than I can carry, which makes me about 200 or so pounds lighter. You know, when I'm fully fueled. On the other hand, I have roughly 250 miles shorter range than the JCT Spec trucks have as well. Now, I know there are a number of other JCT drivers who are not fans of this setup here. I'm not really either, to be honest with you. There are, I got plenty of, I've only had like 2 loads ever in 5+ years with JCT, where that 200 pounds would have, actually I think it was really only 1 load, where that 200 pounds would have made a difference as far as keeping me under my gross weight limit. And even then, I had APU exemption I could use anyway. I had that load that I picked up over at George's Foods in, I forget what that town is. Basically went through Neosho, Missouri, and went east and then south to get to the place. Someone maybe can help me out on that. Anyway, I picked up there and I skilled the load in Neosho at the Loves. That's the only load I've ever had with JCT. I believe that was where it would have made a difference. 79,900 is what I scaled at, with an 80,000 pound limit. I'm going to kick back here. We're going to have, well, actually the traffic delay that's up ahead looks like it's starting to clear up just a little bit. But I'll just stay here. I'm going to be exiting that 27th Avenue, which is, I think, just on this side of that tunnel. If I want to say just, well, actually, I think the tunnel's in between where the 10 and 17 loop is at, I guess I would say. Anyway, so going back to what I was originally talking about with this thing routing me some different ways. When I was on 84, like I said, I ended up going through, I had to stop in Goldthwaite for reefer fuel, not for reefer, but tractor fuel. And when I left there, it wanted me to take some farm road across from right there in Goldthwaite, straight across over to some other, I think it was another farm road that went south just a few miles. And then got on some other westbound farm road that took me straight over to that 187 or whatever that U.S. highway was I was talking about that runs into 190 right there just north of Brady. Definitely an interesting route. I would definitely not say the most truck-friendly route in the world, but it got the job done. It probably was a quicker route than going down to, like, let's say, down to Lampasas or down to San Saba, where I was originally expecting to go. If I knew I had enough fuel to make it all the way to San Saba, I was going to end up going to, from 84. I was going to take it down to San Saba and then get on 190 in San Saba, but that wasn't going to be a good option with the fuel concern. All right. So that's that out of the way. How about we'll talk about something else here. Kind of another follow-up on that comment in that one video of mine where the guy got, a little butthurt about me not staying in my lane. Sorry, I gotta clown you a little bit there, man. I don't know if you watch my channel regularly or what. And I'm not meaning to be offensive to you at all. It's just, you threw it out there. But actually, if you are watching this video, you did actually say something that is actually going to tie into what I'm going to talk about on this one here. You're a trucker. You've heard the term "stay in your lane." I mean, stay in your lane. Talk about what's in your area of expertise, kind of thing. Well, yeah, to a large extent, that is what my lane is. Really, though, okay, ultimately, my channel, my rules, I talk about whatever I want to talk about on here, but, yeah, generally, I will try to stay in my lane, per se, and talk only about trucking-related stuff, because that's what attracts the most people to my channel, are people who are interested in trucking-related content. If not friends and family as well. So, that said, there is a stay in my lane topic I can bring up here, and I can also give as advice to others when you're in trucking to consider staying in your lane as well. Something else. All right, so the backstory. I'm not going to name the name of the carrier, but there was a driver from a particular carrier who had posted on social media that somebody from his same company was parked in a kind of make-believe parking spot, I guess you can call it, or makeshift parking when there were regular parking spots available. It sounded like. The picture I saw, there were several trucks in makeshift parking, so I'm not so sure how much parking was available. Whatever the case, now, do I condone doing parking in makeshift parking? No, I don't. However, this is where the stay in your lane, and more so the mind your own business part, advice can come into play, because you'll hear that a lot from drivers in the industry as well. If it doesn't affect you, if it's not your problem, then don't make it your problem. Don't go snitching on people because you see them doing stuff. There are a lot of drivers who have that mentality where, like, maybe you see someone texting and driving on their, while they're passing you up, Scotty. My buddy Scotty there, he regular, or at least he's been known to regularly in the past. I don't know if he still does. I don't get a chance to watch all of his content regularly. I check in on him every so often when I can, but anyway, he's been known, at least, to snitch out other drivers who he gets video footage of on his, because he's got one of them GoPros on his hat. So all he has to do is turn his head and look at the guy in the next truck over while they're passing him or he's passing him, and see if they're screwballing around on their phone. Now, again, what the hell are you doing playing with your phone while you're right next to me? To me, there's a time and place for things, and that's not the place for that kind of activity. I'm not going to say I'm adamantly against touching and doing anything at all on the phone while you're driving, but it should be extremely minimal. Don't do it any more than you absolutely have to. And if you're going to do it at all, whatever it is, don't do it when you're around other traffic. Do it when there's just nothing but straightaway in front of you and no traffic at all around you. And then if you're coming anywhere near anybody, keep in mind oncoming traffic. Hey, look away from the phone. You'll see there are times when I'm doing my own videos, I'll occasionally maybe change my zoom level on my map view. Now, again, this is how I do my my navigating, because I want to see what kind of traffic conditions I'm going to deal with. I want to see if there's something that I might want to detour around that a regular GPS, and it's all of about 3 to 6 miles of vision ahead, is not going to show me. So that's why I prefer to navigate the way I do. Now, there was a point in time when Google Maps would allow me to keep my maybe my next turn or my destination at the top of the screen or whatever, but that's been long gone. It's been several years ago when they changed that. I think even Verizon Navigator, because they have their own app as well, I think that had that capability as well. I haven't used Verizon Navigator in a long ass time though, so I'm not really sure if it even still has. I don't think it has that. So yeah, but if I have it set to navigate me on its own, then one, I can't always tell what kind of street it's trying to route me onto. And I want to see the hierarchy of the streets that I'm working with. I want to stay on the highest level road that I possibly can stay on most of the time, because there's a much better chance that it's going to be a truck legal and or truck friendly route. If I go on lower level roads, then it becomes a much more questionable endeavor whether I'm going to end up on a truck restricted road or something. But anyway, going back to this other driver, yeah, he was basically ratting out his fellow driver on social media. All right, I'm in an exit only lane, but what is it for? Is this for 17? Because I don't want 17. Oh, I guess I was supposed to exit right there, so I'm gonna have to. Shit. I didn't realize I passed my exit. There's a Shamrock truck right there turning. So I'm gonna have to get on 17 north here. And we'll just get off at the next exit up there. I've used that same exit to get to the Shamrock truck staging area that I go. And last time I went to Shamrock, which wasn't all that many months, not all that long ago, but it was for a delivery. I came in and went straight to the staging line. But we're gonna use that same exit, and but instead of going over to that staging lot, we're gonna come straight down the highway that parallels I-17 there, Black Canyon Highway or whatever it's called, and our shipper's actually going to be right there on that same highway. Okay, anyway, my point there, this driver, right now this fellow driver, you don't know why the guy's parked there. Now, it's probably laziness, yes. Is it something that merits, hey, dime this guy out for being an idiot or something? Maybe not necessarily, I don't know, because the lots get full. Some people can't backward this shit, and well, my opinion is if you can't backward this shit, you need to get better at your backing. You only get better at your backing if you're actually trying to improve your backing skills. Okay, right up here on the left, over by where that U.S. flag is at, I believe that will be my shipper right there. Come on, pick up. Come on, hurry up. Get on your gas. And I'm pretty sure you had to yield to me, not the other way around. Ah, yeah, this is Shamrock Farms right here. Okay, so yeah, some people are afraid they're afraid they're going to get hit by somebody else who can't backward the dam. But you know, even if you do, I mean, it's not just people who can't backward the dam who have backing accidents. You can be skilled at backing and still have a backing accident. All you have to do is be complacent, or not get out and look or something, and you know, or think that you have more space than you really have, and find out the hard way that you're wrong. Okay, I might need to straddle these lanes because I need to be in the left. Yeah, I'm going to straddle because I need to make a left as soon as I'm on the other side of the highway. These guys aren't going to like it, but I need what I need, so. Alright guys, make our left turn here as soon as the utility truck decides he wants to go. I noticed that other truck that had also made this left turn was actually also made a left turn onto Black Canyon, but I don't know how he was able to so he was able to get over here to this lane somehow, but I don't know if it's from other traffic allowing him or what. Or if he just got more lucky with being at the end of the line and not having anybody to deal with. Alright, let me get zoomed in here. Now I believe I think the guard shack might be right here on Black Canyon. Trying to get an idea on where things are at. It's hard to tell, but yeah, it looked like there might have been a gate right over here. Underground construction. Shamrock Farms. Alright, this is on Conto Way. That's the same street that the truck staging area is. Okay, it doesn't look like I can come in through here. That's fire department access only. So we'll take Cypress around and see if there's a truck entrance somewhere that we can use. This isn't it, is it? There's a guard shack there, but fire department access only. We'll circle around, we'll figure it out somewhere. I don't know if the entrance is going to be on Encanto Way or over here or what. Okay, I see what might be a guard shack over on the other side on Encanto. So I'll give that a try. Alright, I got the map set up, satellite view now. Yeah, it'll be a right turn here on Encanto, and then right after we get past this little building here, I believe that's going to be where we're going to check in. Yeah, main entrance, yep. Tandems are good. Yeah, for sure this is it. Employee entrance only. Oh. Am I at the right gate?
Delivery or pickup?
Pickup.
Pickup?
Yeah, is this the right gate?
Do you know what you're picking up?
Not a clue, but I'm supposed to be at plus 34 on my temp. I figured at that temp's probably cheese or something.
What address is that? What address is that?
This one, 2228 Black Canyon.
Where address? Pick up or deliver?
Pickup.
Okay, so when you come through the gate, you see the pallet straight ahead?
Yeah, the stacks over here.
Look at the pallet. Stay like this. Don't back up. Don't park. So walk across to the open space in between the trucks on your left-hand side. It's a table with a clipboard. Fill out the clipboard and call the number over there, and they're going to tell you where to go.
Okay.
You see the temperature?
You put a line.
Alright, so if you guys didn't hear all that, these pallets right here in front of us, you said basically park right in front of them and stay facing the same way we're facing now. Don't back up or anything. And over here, I see the cold storage shipping and receiving office right there, right next to where the shag driver's at. Alright, so I guess we'll put it right here. Go get checked in. See what's going on from here. Okay. Alright guys, checked in now, so I was a little bit confused on the process here. I thought I had to ring the doorbell thing, whatever, and wait for him to let me in or something, but it turns out it was just a clipboard that you fill out. These guys know I see them. Alright. It's just a clipboard you fill out and then you call a phone number, and once they answer, you check in with them, Now, for some reason, my reefer unit decided to turn itself off. I don't know why, because I didn't have any alarm codes on it. So, but he said he can't put me in the door until I'm below 40 degrees. So, says go across the street. Am I not far enough up or something? I don't know. There we go. Yeah, it says go across the street, park in the staging lot, and then when I get below 40 degrees, call him back, and then he'll bring me back here to a door. This gate does not move very fast, does it? Keep waiting for you when you're only doing 20 miles an hour in the red light right here, right after I even get out here. Now hopefully this staging lot won't be full like it was last time I came here. Looks like there might be an opening next to a Sea or England over there, or I think that's in England. Yeah, it is. But you never know. It could be a bobtail or something in that. Alright, let's watch for red light runners over here. Good. Alright, the second driveway, just after the light, not right next to the light pole, but the next one over. That's where we're going to turn in. Yeah, there are open spots over here. So we'll pull into here, get parked, and then we'll go back over there when we have the right temp. Alright guys, we got bad news for you here. This unit keeps shutting off and then it doesn't restart. As you see on my status panel there, shows green light and there aren't any problems with it, but the problem is there really are problems. So we're gonna have to go get it repaired. Pretty good chance they'll even tell me, especially with it being empty, that I'll have to drop it and then either wait for it or go get a different trailer. So I'm gonna call the shipper back up and let them know that yeah, I'm gonna have to take this thing to a repair shop. I might be back with a different trailer. I don't know. We'll see what kind of what they give me there, but usually with an empty trailer, they're gonna just tell me to drop the trailer, and who knows how long it'll take for them to get to it. So I got my map there set to go to CT Power, which is where my breakdown people instructed me to take it to. So we're gonna turn on 27th Avenue here and take it straight on down to westbound 10 and make our way over there. I'll probably I don't know, probably shorthand this for you guys, like run this faster, higher speed for you guys. Alright guys, we're going to be getting off southbound Loop 202 here at Buckeye Avenue. I thought about using a Van Buren exit, but it's looks like CT Power is a little bit closer to Buckeye than it is to Van Buren, and try to minimize how much time I spend on surface streets, so I figured I'll give this way a try. Get zoomed in a little bit there. Shut up. I can see the traffic in front of me slowing down, dumbass. I really don't need your help. Alright, we're going to be making a right turn here. And well, I would say that the pumpkin trailer guy is in the wrong lane, but again, Phoenix is very good about having 2 right turn lanes with the inner lane actually set up so trucks can make the turn without encroaching in the other lane. So this is why I'm using this turn here. This is one of the exceptions to the rule. See where I can make this turn? You can see the stripes there indicating what lanes belong to me. So it's one thing that's cool about Phoenix. But most other cities or areas where you see 2 right turn lanes, I'm going to be in the outer lane, not the inner. Okay, so just past 67th. We're going to make a turn on to 69th, I think it says. Yeah, there should be a trailer rental place right there. Right at the northeast corner of 69th and Buckeye. We'll make a right turn there onto that street, and then it'll curve to the left. Then the very next right will be, it should be 71st. Or 70th, or whatever that street is. Yeah, 70th is be the street. Okay, so I don't know if we're gonna end up waiting for the trailer, but there's a better chance, I would say, that we're probably gonna, is that PVC pipe or something, or I think that might be what it is. I can't tell though. I would say there's a better chance I'll end up dropping the trailer and leaving it, and bobtailing over to our drop yard to see if there are any trailers available over there. Because our drop yard is right here on Buckeye. Just go down this street a little bit further, a couple more lights down, whatever, and there they are. Or there it is, whatever. We're gonna make a right turn, I think right about where this truck just came out of. Nope, not there, but there is a street right over here. Yeah, right, just past where this guy came out of. That's the trailer rental place he just came out of. So we're going to turn right here on 69th. I know, this is a good hidey hole discovery place for you guys. Street parking is available here if you ever need it. If you're in the Phoenix area and you need a hidey hole and the truck stops are all full, but you need somewhere to park, if your company allows it, whatever, here you go. Some street side parking here on Hadley. This is the same street that my last receiver was on, but last receiver was on the other side of 202. There's a JCT trailer sitting right there. So I'm wondering if it's ready for pickup, and maybe I can grab it. That would be great. That would be perfect. 6549. All right, I'll have to ask about that one. All right, this guy is. All right. Now look, the reefer unit's running. Transicold is right here. There's a JCT trailer in one of those bays over there, I see. How do we get in here? We make a left here, I guess. Man, there are a whole bunch of drop trailers over here. Alright, we'll have to figure this out. I think this guy might want a spotter. Come on back, you got room. You had more room to work with if you want to try it again. I guess he doesn't have a radio or something. It looked like he has an antenna. Yeah, and you guys saw I was giving him thumb up signals and all that, trying to let him know that, hey, you can, there's a guy coming out right now. Let me see if I can double check that we're clear back there. Yeah, I'm dropping in over here where this guy was trying to drop, and then see how that works out. I gotta watch the light pole there, but I want it to come straight toward that light and the fire hydrant ideally. Yeah, there should be room here. If you know how to parallel park, you can get in there. Oh yeah, there's definitely room for me. If I get my nose clear of this guy, it should be very easy. Look at that! How's that for a professional parallel parking? Alright, let me go get checked in, see what they want to do, how this is all handled, whatever. See how it goes. See, this guy had trouble getting into this spot, and I just waltzed right in it without any difficulty at all. As I said, if you know your setups and know how to get into the spot, or how to angle the trailer in and all that kind of stuff, it can work out well. Now, do all my parallel parkings go like this? No, they don't. Now, a lot of times they end up not quite so perfect, but all my tires are right there in the gutter area, so it looks like I'm looking in really good shape here as far as this one went. Alright, so maybe I'll have to get that one posted on my Trucking Clips channel for you guys later on.